This is my 1999 Porsche 911. One of the best cars ever made, but mine sucks. When I bought it, it had over 170,000 miles on the clock and had been in 3 accidents. It also happened to be the cheapest Porsche 911 posted for sale in the entire country. But I had the goal of turning it into the greatest Porsche 911 the internet has ever seen. Now you might be wondering, why would I do something so ridiculous and financially stupid? Well, my dad passed away a few years ago from cancer and had always wanted a Porsche 911, but sadly was never able to buy himself one. When he got sick, I promised one day that I would buy him his dream car. Sadly, that also didn't happen. But when this car came up for sale, I knew what I had to do. I took the risk and bought it as a tribute to my dad, who I know would have loved it. There was a problem though. I don't know how to do much. I can film and edit a video pretty decently, but I'm definitely not a professional mechanic. And there was a lot of work that this car needed. First, we had to find out everything wrong with it. You might expect lots to be wrong with an old cheap Porsche, and there certainly was. However, less than we expected.
It's really pretty good.
You seem a little bit impressed.
I'm very impressed. Nice work.
Yes, all me, I guess.
All it needed was some new plugs, coils, transmission fluid, and engine mounts, which is easier said than done. Porsche made it nearly impossible to get to them, so I needed to get creative.
So if I bring this in, I think, now let me check one more thing just to make sure our fitment is correct. Can I bring this tool? Yes, okay, so that goes down the hole, which means we can go and drop this in the hole, clip this into it once it's in the hole, and then we can reassemble like a transformer the other side. This cannot be the proper way of doing it.
No, I don't think, this is not what they do in Stuttgart.
Should we try it?
Yes.
And it turns out transmission fluid smells terrible.
Oh, it smells really weird.
You guys can't smell that, but God, that smells obscure.
It's an odd scent. It's not bad, it's not good, it's somewhere in between.
It smells like chemicals of death.
Yeah, it can't be good to breathe in all this kind of stuff.
Oh, no, it's fine. It smells so... It smelled horrible.
I also kept losing the straw to the pump inside the bottle.
Catch it.
Idiot. All right, other way now.
Now, the next logical step was to throw an exhaust on the car. The stock exhaust just wasn't loud enough. Have a listen. So even though my friends and I had never done an exhaust on a Porsche before, we got to work and put on this beautiful exhaust from Soul Performance. Since the car was driven so much though, we struggled and snapped a ton of bolts.
Cook.
Oh, all right.
That's all right.
This one broke, unfortunately.
I also properly destroyed my hand.
Oh, he did that.
But at the end, it was all worth it. With the car now sounding like an actual sports car, we could focus on the interior. The 1999 interior on these cars has not held up to the test of time. Luckily, I got some parts from Redline to spruce it up a bit. Unluckily for us though, I'm an idiot and forgot to read the directions.
Place aluminum dead pedal on top of factory unit.
So you did do something wrong then?
Yeah.
And you have to go grab that thing you threw.
And even when I did read them, I didn't read them correctly.
Remove factory plastic dead pedal. I read the instructions, but I didn't read the entire instructions before I made a decision. Back to being done with that.
With some struggling, we were able to get all the interior pieces into place, including this really cool carbon fiber center console delete. But the cosmetic changes weren't done yet.
See this trunk? It sucks, but it does do something cool. You wanna know what's cooler? a ducktail like this.
The trunk should have been an easy install, but I always make things more difficult for myself and destroyed the old wiring harness. But not to worry, as we were still able to get it on without too much trouble.
Dude,
Cool.
that is cool.
It doesn't match right now, so it's hard to envision.
No, I can vision that.
Yeah.
I can vision it real good.
Before I could do the next mod though, the car disappeared. Actually, it literally disappeared from my driveway. Turns out my editor Will wanted to surprise me by wrapping the 911 in a new color, and he picked one of my favorites.
You're probably wondering what color we've gone for. Well, this one.
He even added some special stickers, including a tribute to my dad. Safe to say, I was happily surprised.
Yo, that's crazy. Ruby Star, that's nice, bro. Oh my God, what the heck? It looks so, yo, that looks sick.
Now, the original plan was to get this car to Car Week, which is in California, and we're in Boston, so literally across the entire country. We weren't sure if it was possible, and by this point, we had a very tight timeline of literally 3 weeks. But we figured it was worth a shot, because we're stupid. So we got to work installing the next mod, the roof rack and box. Now, this one should have been super easy, like maybe 10 minutes tops, but we messed up badly.
My wrist. I don't think it's supposed to do that. That's great news. Just what I wanted. Did they make an extractor for the extractor?
It was so bad, we had to make an emergency call to our mechanic, who luckily saved us. Now, the last step, and probably most difficult, was to lift the car, which very few people have ever done. So we needed to drive all the way from Boston to North Carolina to go to a Porsche lifting expert,
Mike from Eurowise.
who has lifted countless Porsche Cayennes and even a Boxster once, if you can believe that. By this point, there was only a week and a half to Car Week, so we literally had almost no time, and I really wasn't sure if it was going to come together. Also, we were on the wrong side of the country, so we still needed to drive all the way across. Luckily for us, Mike is way smarter than we are. So he cut, moved, and manufactured parts in order to make our bigger wheels and tires fit. He also added custom subframe spacers to accommodate our coilovers from flat-out suspension. And with that all done, we could finally see the car on the ground.
Pretty good. That looks sick. That looks so cool.
That is a lot higher than I thought.
Yeah, that's substantial.
But of course, we needed to test it all out.
Coolest 911 ever.
And literally right after that, we drove this thing all the way from North Carolina to California with only one minor problem where the key got stuck. So far, this has been an incredible tribute to my dad, but we still have a lot to do on this car. We also have a lot of other projects coming. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm very excited. I won't reveal any secrets, but follow along, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one.